G'day, this video profiles Ratcliffe Track, which is located in the northeast corner of the Lerderderg State Park. The track runs between Middle Track and Firth Road. We came in from the south at Middle Track. So here we are coming through the entrance. This is a seasonally closed track, so it's closed during winter. The start of the track is very easy to drive. As you can see, it's being graded. There's no major issues or obstacles to worry about. We did this track because this is in our local neck of the woods, and I'd heard a little bit about this track from some of our local young bucks who get out into the Wombat Forest area. Really the main obstacle with this track is the crossing on either side of Middle Gully Creek, which we'll see in a minute. So essentially the track runs along a ridge line, drops down into the waterway or the creek, and then climbs back out and follows a ridge line back up to Firth Road. Here's the first challenge along the track. This is a very steep clay section. On the day we came through, it was moist but it wasn't wet. This would be a completely different situation going up or down after rain. So my thoughts is I would probably want to be going down this track if it was wet, rather than having to winch back up through that clay section. Here we are approaching Middle Gully Creek. So the track itself runs along a small section of the creek. So you can see here it's fairly rocky and bouncy in this little bit. So immediately on leaving the creek, we start the technical rock section, which is very steep and very difficult. And it doesn't look that steep from the video, but it is, and there's some fairly serious obstacles to negotiate here. So I wasn't expecting this, and it surprised the hell out of me, but this is a really interesting bit of track, and it does take a little bit of thought to find your lines up through this section. For some people who are not particularly keen on climbing up big rocks, it may be easier to come in from Firth Road, particularly in dry weather, and drop down over some of these rock step-ups, and then come back through the creek and back up through that clay section if it's dry. So that's just about it as far as the rocky climb section goes. There's a few little bits and pieces here and there, but essentially the track just evens out once it's back up on the ridge line. Goes up and down a little bit. There's a few decent little climbs here and there. Awesome piece of bush to drive through. This is an amazing piece of country. Here we are just coming up the hill. Thought I'd show what we were driving this track in on this particular day. And basically the track finds its way back up onto the ridgeline and then works its way back towards Firth Road. On the basis of the clay section and the rocky climb section coming out of Middle Gully Creek, I would rate this track a solid medium, with the capacity to be quite difficult in wet conditions. So it's something that I would not advise beginner drivers to head down as a starting point in the Wombat, but certainly worth a look, I think, if you've had a little bit of experience. Here we are approaching the car park where a lot of the motorbike riders leave their rigs, and we're just about to go through the gates and onto Firth Road. So I hope you enjoyed this video.